Well, the number one thing at this time of year is if you love us, leave us home. That's the dog talking. If you love them, leave them home. Don't take them on car rides. Don't ever leave your dog in a car while you go in just for a minute to go shopping. You leave the window cracked, you kind of think that's safe. It gets hot inside your car very quickly, and it turns basically into an oven-like conditions. Leaving your car running with the air conditioning on also has its own hazards. Dogs have been known to put a car in gear, the car is shut off and the air conditioning shuts off. Just leave the dogs at home. They're perfectly safe and content at home in the air conditioning and where it's quiet. Don't ever take them with you if you plan to leave them alone.
Mm-hmm. Right. And so even just going for a walk, sometimes we don't realize how hot that pavement is.
Yes.
Or the sand.
Yeah.
You know, we may have our shoes or flip-flops on and we don't realize what it's like for their little paws.
Right. We've got a small stretch of sand here that people walk on, and it concerns me, especially dogs with lighter paws. They've actually can get burned. Also, dogs don't sweat. Dogs pant to try and cool off. And if it's hot outside, then all they're doing is breathing in hot air and panting, so it takes them longer and it's harder for them to cool off. This is a great time to get out. I love to take Augie out. We go for walks. We like to go for walks on the beach. Just time it. You can do those walks earlier in the morning, later in the evening when the sand gets very hot very quickly. Dogs can get dehydrated. I've seen people take their dogs to the beach for their day-long stay. It can be dangerous. Provide shade, provide lots of water, and really try and avoid that hot sand. And doing your walks around town, again, early in the morning, later in the evening, the pavement and even the grass can become very hot.
I know that recently there have been some issues with dog safety in the water.
Yeah, there was an incident a few weeks ago. A dog was unfortunately off leash on our small beach area, and a younger dog saw something in the water and ran out to chase it. He got caught out in the rough current, which is very common for the Cape Fear River. It's unpredictable, the water currents, depending on the tide, if ships are passing by, and he was very quickly swept out to the middle of the Cape Fear. So we had to call rescue in. There was some good Samaritans that had their boats, were able to pick the dog up. But there's dangers of, it's called dry drowning. He ingested a lot of water. Even if your dog's swimming out, doesn't need to be rescued, but is out struggling in the water, he can still ingest a lot of water, and it's dangerous. This dog ended up having to be in the emergency room for 24 hours, constantly monitored. So the best thing to do is when you're on the beach, keep your pet on a leash. That's safe. They can still play in the water. You still have control over them. It's not even safe for people to be out, and especially in the Cape Fear River, because it is very unpredictable. And the water safety level, there's contaminants in there from boats, large traffic, and there's debris as well. So it's just the safest thing to do is keep your pet on a leash, and then everyone can enjoy their time in the water.
Right, that makes sense. Are there any other things that you'd like people to know about keeping their pets safe in the summer?
Make sure they stay hydrated. Take water bottles with you. They make little pop-up water bowls. You can use those. Give them lots of breaks, as well as yourself. You both need, every time you take a drink, give your pet a drink. Stay hydrated and stay safe.
Right. All sounds like common sense to me.